I'm asking one question. Manish is an
I would
advocate.
like to come to that,
Manish
right?
is an advocate. I've learned a little bit of law. Question is, there were 8 accused. Were they given different treatment in bail? Were there conditions imposed by anybody? It was the judge who accepted the bail. If 7 of them were allowed to travel abroad, Keshav Bandra, I'm sure must have traveled abroad after that. Whether those 7 were also travelling abroad or not. What happened subsequently, which government could not get him back, that's the question we have to debate. But on that particular day, Anderson was treated equally with the remaining 7 of them.
Okay. No, somebody else signs his papers. That itself shows that he is not there to sign the paper in front of the court. First of all, that is not equal treatment, is it, Mr. Chawla?
Did Mr. Keshav Mehndra go there? Let me did Keshav Mehndra go to the court?
Let me just finish. I'm not here to answer every one of the side questions which are being asked. There are questions which are raised.
Talk the question.
Mr. Chawla, I'm not talking politics. No, I would like to request to have the same treatment offered to me. When I'm not interrupting him, I would like to have the same respect given back to me.
But you cannot, like you are accusing everybody else of using
that's not fair.
selective document. I would like you to answer the question whether every other 7 accused are given the similar treatment or not.
I am definitely answering the questions one by one. But if it is interrupted and if you take it as though I have not given a complete answer, it's just not fair. Please hold on. I have pointed out very clearly that Mr. Anderson was not even there to sign the papers. Now, if you are subsequently raising more questions on it, I think it is you who are keeping this Anderson debate much more live than we are. Okay. And putting the blame on to the BJP, saying you are keeping a brownie pound point argument with the BJP, with the Congress. It is more for us to first of all understand what was the provocation for the ruling Congress, which was ruling both in Madhya Pradesh and at the centre at that time, to send. That is one of the questions which the Congress only can answer. If even this independent Mr. Elliott, who is talking from London, is not taken seriously, and it is treated with the same disrespect as BJP's point of view, it is only the Congress
Manish wants to make a quick point. Our guests for the next debate are already ready, Manish. Quick interjection from you, then I need to move on.
No, I would only like to point out to Nirmala that if somebody has a basic understanding of the law, they would realize that bail conditions are imposed by the concerned court or the concerned magistrate who grants bail. So if at that point in time a particular condition was not imposed by a magistrate, that question has to be directed at the magistrate and not at the concerned government at that point in time. And again, I would like to read.
Warren Anderson couldn't have been given bail by anything less than a high court. It went to a CJM's court. That again is a fact.
Manish,
and officials of that time have said that they were under duress from the political masters to go out and grant this man bail under any circumstances. You know just as well that anything less than a high court could not have given bail under these charges.
That's not me saying, Manish. It's
let me make this very clear. At no point in time was the grant of bail to all the accused ever disputed in any court of law. And let's also understand one thing, that this is a matter which was not pursued only by the government. There were national and international non-governmental organizations, many of them who specialize and have an expertise in environmental law, and it was pursued concurrently by them in the Indian courts and the courts in the United States of America. If at the end of it we are left with a feeling that there is that justice has not been done, I think we should really look at the systemic reasons for that and try and address them. And I'm sure that the GOM, in the course of its deliberations, would also look at all these legal aspects, because you have a number of people in the GOM who are themselves very eminent lawyers and very well versed in the process of law.
Okay, for the moment I'm going to let that be the last word. John Elliott has made a very important point. He says instead of getting stuck in the politics of 26 years ago, look ahead. Try and see what can be done when it comes to rehabilitation, relief, compensation. I think that's a very important voice, even if it comes all the way from London. That's a voice India must listen to very carefully.